Hello, this is Mark. Greetings, deceivers and non-deceivers. This is Insane Orangutan. It is December. It's about a week before Christmas, a little more. And this is Revelation 5. I saw some interesting things in here. I didn't see a lot. But chapter 5 starts out, and I saw upon the right hand of him who is sitting upon the throne a scroll, and that's God. That's the Father. And I saw upon the right hand of him who is sitting upon the throne a scroll, written within and on the back, sealed with 7 seals. And there was a strong messenger crying with a great voice, asking who was worthy to open it. Verse 2. And no one was found. Verse 3. And John was weeping because no one was found worthy. Now, I think the scroll is a scroll of the future, and I think it has something to do with Revelation, because Revelation was supposedly originally written on a scroll. And so it's something about the future, because I've established already, that Revelation is about this age, this astrological age, what happens in this astrological age. And so the scroll has something to do either with Revelation or with something we're not allowed to see, maybe a translation of Revelation that we can understand. Because it says, no one was able, in verse 3, and no one was able in heaven, in the heaven, nor upon the earth, nor under the earth, to open the scroll, nor to behold it. Heaven is Aquarius, under the earth is Pisces. To open the scroll, nor to behold it. So it seems to be implying that we will not know what it says. There's information that apparently was being withheld from us. And it says, and one of the elders saith to me, verse 5, weep not, lo, overcome did the Lion, who is of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, to open the scroll and to loose the 7 seals of it. 7 again has to do with numerology. That's the only thing it could really have to do with. Unless there's something else that it has to do with, but it does have to do with numerology. And it says Lion, which has to do with Leo, of the tribe of Judah, which was the tribe associated with Leo because it was associated with kings, and of David, which means beloved, which has to do with Leo, because Leo means beloved. So all 3 of them refer to Leo. And that is not a mistake. And it says, and I saw, and lo, in the midst of the throne, and of the 4 living creatures, and in the midst of the elders, a lamb. So the lamb is the lion. hath stood as it hath stood as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God, which are sent to all the earth, which I think are the angels. So the lion is the lamb. Because you have the introduction of the lion, which is somebody, which is the idea of somebody we don't know who it is. But it explains that it is the lamb that had been slain. So he was worthy, the lion was worthy, and we see a lamb. And he took the scroll out of the right hand of him who was sitting upon the throne. Now, the other thing that I noticed in Revelation 5 was, and it says in verse 10, and didst make us to our God kings and priests. Now, king has to do with Leo. And it implies in the age of Aquarius, the first sign that was recognized, I think it was in chapter 4. I think it was chapter 4. Yes. Was the lion. That was the first one. That's Leo. And then the second creature, the calf. The third creature, the face as a man. And the fourth, a flying eagle. So this is talking about the age of Aquarius, because that is what it's referring to. And it's referring to the rulership, the Leo first. And so kings and priests. So that's another thing. And we shall reign upon the earth, which has to do with Leo. So this is something to be expected, reigning upon the earth, not reigning in heaven, because we're supposed to be caught up and forever be with Jesus. At the end, we're supposed to be caught up in the air and ever be with Jesus. So that's not on the earth. So this is before that. So that's what I noticed from Revelation 5. Thank you for listening.